On to the next subject. Let's move it on to campus here in Ann Arbor. Michigan women in the news lately around campus. A lot of sports going on for women's soccer, cross country, field hockey, volleyball, of course. Who's been most impressive females so far for you, Dave?
I would say individually, Sarah Wilhite. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. She has 6 goals and 12 assists this season. She's leading the team in points. Listen to her shooting numbers. 54% of her shots are on target. Another 81% are actually the goalie has to save them. Amazing numbers. You don't find that in other sports. The field hockey team is 4-6, although all 6 of their losses have been against ranked opponents. 4 of those losses coming against not only ranked teams, but the top 4 teams in the country. So that's just kind of been a tough schedule for them. I look for them to rebound a little bit. Also cross country, they started the season 1-0, winning the Detroit Titan Invitational.
Whoa, hold on. You're jumping onto my turf there with the cross country. You got all that field hockey knowledge. I was going to say it's got to be cross country because you know what cross country does? Not only do they play their sport and they do it well, they also are the smartest of any athletes. Past 6 years, they've won the Leaders in the Best award, honoring the highest GPA cumulative on each team here on campus. 6 straight years. That shows you stuff like 5th-year senior Nicole Edwards, what she's had to do over the past 5 years. She actually, set the course record and the meet record in that Detroit Titan Invitational that you were talking about a few weeks ago. Of course, cross country is going to be at Notre Dame this Friday for their next meet. But Nicole Edwards, Big Ten Runner of the Week a few weeks ago, she looks really good. How about volleyball, though? Me and Danny always talk about volleyball on the show, and what do you know? They lose at Michigan State last weekend in 4 sets, so
all right.
kind
Shout
of a
out
rough
to senior
patch for
Beth
them.
Karpiak, though. 15 kills and a losing effort. Still a good game from her.
Karpiak's always going to be there.
All right, and then U of M hockey. We lost some big names
Michigan.
in the offseason. Yep. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, the season starts on Saturday, Dave. Early, and it's going to be an exhibition against the U.S. national team, under-18 team. That is, located right here in Ann Arbor. But how about, what is Michigan going to do to replace Kevin Porter and Chad Kalork? The 2 fabulous seniors from last year, 63 goals combined last year. By far, the majority of their points came from those 2 players. Both seniors are gone with the Phoenix Coyotes now. Porter won the Hobie Baker Award. Kalork was an all-CCHA player. Where's the offense going to come from now? Plus, they lose Max Pacioretty, possibly their top freshman from last year, that great freshman class they had. So who's going to pick it up? I point to maybe Aaron Palujai, all CCHA preseason. He's going to have to carry it. But there is a lot of talent on the team, Dave. I mean, who do you got? Matt Rust, you got
Matt Summers,
Turnbull, Carl Hagelin. There's a lot of good players still.
Robbie Sarsnick.
Oh, the freshman.
He's coming in right here in Ann Arbor, came from Pioneer. Yeah, he's a defenseman. He can rough it up. He had 42 penalty minutes.
We're getting a feisty one, aren't we?
50-some games, but he also had 19 goals and 20 assists.
Okay.
So he can put the puck in the back of the net, too. I think really it's going to come from the leadership of Red Berenson. He's had young players before. He knows how to motivate young players, how to get them to play as a team. And the thing is, this team isn't that young anymore. They had a lot of freshmen that played last year.
Only 5 freshmen instead of 12 from last year.
Yeah, exactly. And these are guys that have played before. They played in the finals. They played in the playoffs.
Frozen Four last year.
Their experience.
Should be another long season for the hockey team. Let's jump onto the baseball diamond. October is here. October, you ready for Oktoberfest, all that good stuff? How about baseball? The Mets. They're out of the playoffs. The playoffs start this week. 2nd straight year they collapse to the Marlins on the final weekend of the season. Mets is the 2nd highest payroll in baseball, only to the Yankees, and they're not in the playoffs. Neither are the Yankees. I mean, what's that say for you?
I think it's parity, and that's why we watch sports, though. If you're just going to go by payrolls.
But who's to blame? Is it just parity? There's got to be somebody to blame.
I think if you look at the record,
all that money, $137 million, and you can't put a playoff team on the field.
When Willie Randolph left, the team was 1 game under 500, if I'm not mistaken.
When Willie Randolph was fired, when he had to fly across the country the night before,
yeah,
you mean?
Which, don't get me started on that. But after the All-Star break, this team was 17 games over 500. They finished their last 17 games 7-10, not the collapse they had last year. This has more to do with injuries in the bullpen. You lose Billy Wagner, you're going to lose some games. You don't have that consistent closer in the bullpen. Billy Wagner had an ERA under 3 and 27 saves in 45 games. I mean, that's hard to replace that kind of production. And then in the final game, they started rookie at minor leaguer at second base, rookie in the outfield, and then their closer, Ayala, they got from the Nationals. I don't know about you, but I don't feel that comfortable playing anyone from the Nationals.
That's true.
I mean, I don't think you can blame it all on one person. Some hitters had slumps.
I think it's on the players. That's all you can put it. I don't think you can put it on the manager because Jerry Manuel went .591 winning percentage in the 93 games that he managed when he took over for Willie Randolph. So that's not half bad. They would have played that the whole year. They would have won the division by far. It can't be Omar Minaya because he's basically, turned the franchise around from 4 years ago and had a losing record. It's got to be on the players. David Wright, Jose Reyes, Carlos Beltran. One of these young, superstar players going to finally grow up, finally stop being so streaky, put it all together for 162 consecutive games.
Especially David Wright.
With all that talent, you got to feel a move's going to happen in the summer sometime, or in the winter sometime. Get rid of one of these guys, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of talent. Who knows? There's always next season.
Well, hold on, Dave. We're still going to talk more baseball. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, but Charlie Clinton's going to be on the show in the main event talking baseball playoffs right after this commercial break, so stay right here.